They used to laugh when I said I'd become something greater. They looked at me, that lonely kid with nothing, and saw a joke. But they didn't see what was burning inside me. You know what it's like, don't you? To be invisible in a world that only notices you when you fall. To give your best and still not be enough. That's the kind of pain that either destroys you or defines you. I remember the nights when I stared at the sky, asking why I was even here. Everyone had someone, I had silence. But in that silence, I heard something, a whisper telling me, don't stop. Because sometimes life breaks you to see what you're really made of. And that's when you choose, stay broken or rebuild stronger. They called me a failure, an outcast, a burden. But every insult became fuel. Every rejection became a reason. And every scar became proof that I could survive what they never could. People think power comes from talent, but real power comes from pain. It comes from falling so many times that even gravity gives up on you. When you've been at your lowest and there's no one left to save you, that's when you find something they'll never understand. That burning will inside your chest, the one that screams, not yet. You see, they only cheer for you when you win. But true strength is built when you fight and no one's watching. When the only voice cheering for you is your own heartbeat. I was never supposed to make it. I was supposed to stay forgotten. But look at me now, still standing, still fighting, still proving them wrong with every breath I take. Because pain taught me something that peace never could. It taught me purpose. Every loss gave me direction. Every failure carved my identity. Every lonely night built my resolve. I stopped chasing acceptance. I started chasing growth. And in that journey, I learned that no one can define your worth but you. They'll try to drag you down, tell you to give up, make you believe you're not enough. But that's the moment you have to smile and say, watch me. You can't wait for someone to save you. No one's coming. The one who saves you is the one you become. So stop asking why it's hard. Stop questioning why it hurts. Because the pain you're feeling right now, that's the cost of becoming unstoppable. I was never born a hero. I was born a mistake. But I turned that mistake into meaning, and that meaning became my power. So when they laugh at you, let them. When they doubt you, let them. Because one day they'll see what pain created, and they won't be laughing anymore. You don't rise by luck. You rise because you refuse to stay down, and the day you realize that, nothing can touch you. I don't fight for fame. I don't fight for glory. I fight because I promised myself I'd never quit. The world may not believe in you now, but one day it will have no choice, because pain builds warriors, and every warrior starts with a scar. They think strength is something you're born with, but I learned that strength is something you earn piece by piece, wound by wound. And every time I fell, I took something from the ground with me, courage. They said I'd never be great because I didn't have what others had. But they forgot one thing: I had heart, and heart can't be taught, copied, or taken away. I used to wonder why life hurt so much, why the ones I cared for left, why every dream came with a storm. But now I see it clearly. The pain wasn't a punishment, it was preparation. Every time I broke, I was being rebuilt. Every tear I shed watered the fire that would later burn everything in my way. So, if you ask me what my purpose is, it's simple: to never let the pain that built me go to waste. I fight because I remember what it felt like to be powerless. I rise because I refuse to be that boy again. And I keep going because the world still needs proof that no one is too broken to be great. People see me now and call me strong, but they don't see the lonely nights, the silent screams, the promises I made to myself when no one was listening. They don't see the times I wanted to quit and didn't. That's real power, not what shines on the surface, but what bleeds underneath. And you are the one listening. You have that same fire. You've just forgotten how bright it can burn. Every time life knocked you down, it wasn't ending you. It was asking, how much do you really want this? Because everyone wants greatness until they see what it costs. The sleepless nights, the doubts, the isolation. But that's where champions are born, in the darkness, where no one claps for you. You don't need them to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself long enough to prove them wrong. I stopped running from pain a long time ago. Now I run toward it, because pain is the only thing honest enough to show you who you truly are. And when it hits, when it breaks you open, don't fight it. Use it, let it sharpen you, let it make you dangerous, let it remind you that you're still alive. Because the truth is, those who have never suffered will never understand what it means to stand where we stand. They see the light, but they'll never know what it took to build it in the dark. I am not a hero. I'm a result of every failure that tried to bury me and couldn't. I don't fight for approval anymore. I fight for the promise I made to the broken kid I used to be, that he'd never be forgotten. You want to know what freedom is? It's not peace. It's the power to say, even if the whole world doubts me, I'll still rise. The pain I carry isn't a weakness. It's proof that I survived what others couldn't. And if surviving makes me different, then I'll wear that difference like armor. I'm not afraid to lose. I'm afraid to stop. Because the day I stop fighting is the day I stop being me. They'll never understand what it feels like to keep standing when everything inside you screams to fall. But that's what makes us who we are. That's what makes us unbreakable. You can take everything from me, my peace, my comfort, my name, but you can't take my will. Because my will was forged in pain, and pain builds. It builds warriors, it builds leaders, it builds legends. So let them doubt, let them call you weak. You don't need to answer, just keep walking, keep fighting. Keep proving that pain doesn't destroy, it creates. And when it's over, when the dust settles and the silence returns, they'll finally see what pain turned you into. Not a victim, not a hero, but something greater. A storm that learned to smile, a fire that learned to heal, a soul that refused to die quietly. Pain builds, and because of that, so did I.
Don't stop.